Hello everyone, welcome to Advanced Knowledge Systems and a warm welcome to AKS IAS Academy, which is one of the premier institutions in India, and it offers UPSC CSE examination coaching, State Public Service Commission, SSC combined graduate level and CLAT examination. About me and Sandeep Bhushan Thumala, and my credentials are I have 10 years of teaching experience for civil services. I take up international relations and internal security and the analysis of the Hindu newspaper. And this session is in regards to the DNA of the Hindu newspaper of today's, that is of 27th January 2021. And throughout my session, I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases from the Hindu newspaper, wherein we will identify the factual, analytical, and conceptual questions which will be useful for the UPSC prelims perspective. And while you imbibe the keywords and the key phrases in your answer writing, that is for the mains examination, your answers would be precise and concise, and you will score higher marks in the mains examinations. So therefore, this session, that is the AKS IAS Academy daily news analysis, will help you to crack both prelims as well as mains examinations for 2021. And before we get into the DNA of the newspaper, we will look at the quote of the day. And the quote of the day says that surround yourself with the people who are going to motivate and inspire you. So that make sure that you are amongst or midst of the people who would motivate you and inspire you, so that you would be in the path of success. And now we'll look at the DNA or analysis of the Hindu newspaper, and this is in regards to the 50th anniversary of 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. And New Delhi and Dhaka, that is India and Bangladesh, have celebrated the 50th anniversary of the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War with 122 member tri-service contingent, which has marched on Rajpath on the Republic Day parade of 2021. And this 122 member tri-service contingent was led by Lieutenant Colonel Abu Muhammad Shanur Shawon and Lieutenant Farhan Ishraq and Flight Lieutenant Sibat Rahman. And they have carried the legacy of legendary, that is Mukti Jodhas of Bangladesh, while marching on Rajpath. And they have also carried the legacy of the forefathers who have fought against the oppression and mass atrocities by the tyrannical forces, and they have fought for the freedom of Bangladesh. And this is a ceremonial march on Rajpath celebrating the 50th anniversary of the 1971 Liberation War. And the Bangladesh Navy has destroyed 26 enemy ships in seaports and river ports by conducting the operation called as Operation Jackpot. So this is the keyword. Which among the following operation was part of the Bangladesh Navy destroying 26 enemy ships in seaports and river ports during the liberation war of Bangladesh? And Bangladesh Air Force have also gone ahead with successful strikes on the enemy targets from the base, that is Dimapur in India, that is called as Kilo Flight. And the keywords here are Operation Jackpot and Kilo Flight. And this march on Rajpath on the occasion of Republic Day Parade 2021 coincides with the Diamond Jubilee of 1971 war and also the 50 years of establishment of ties between India and Bangladesh. And both the countries have agreed to hold a series of commemorative events throughout the year, that is 2021. So here the keyword here that you as a civil servant aspirants have to focus is the series of commemorative events which would or which will take place between India and Bangladesh in the year 2021, which could be a probable question for prelims and mains examination. That is, the commemorative events could be the probable question for prelims as well as mains of UPSC perspective. And both the countries with their fraternal ties, they would wish to transcend the bilateral relations into a strategic partnership. This is the key phrase. That is, transcending the bilateral relations between India and Bangladesh into a strategic partnership is the both the countries which are wanting to hold a series of commemorative events, and this is as per UPSC prelims and mains perspective, that is in regards to the international relations or the relations between India and Bangladesh. And the key phrases here is 50th anniversary of 1971 Liberation War, that is Diamond Jubilee, and the 50 years of establishment of ties, and then transcending the bilateral relations into strategic partnership, Operation Jackpot and Kilo Flight are the keywords which you as a civil servant aspirants have to focus for the examination perspective. And there is another news which talks about the Aligarh Muslim University has gone ahead with a time capsule. So here the keyword is time capsule, which the time capsule is of 1.5 ton, and this time capsule encapsulates the history of Aligarh Muslim University, wherein it would talk about the history of the Muslim University over a century. And this time capsule has been buried 30 feet deep in the park, which is opposite the Victoria Gate, on January 26, 2021. And this time capsule has been buried to mark the Republic Day celebration and also the centenary year of Aligarh Muslim University. Here the keywords are time capsule, and then 30 feet it has been buried, and the event is the centenary event or year of the Aligarh Muslim University. And the Aligarh Muslim University Vice Chancellor has said that the necessity or the benefit of burying the time capsule of 1.5 ton deep into 30 feet of the earth is to benefit the future generation, and it includes the salient features of the glorious history of Aligarh Muslim University. So here the Vice Chancellor has focused on the benefits of the time capsule. Why? Because it has the salient features of the glorious history of Aligarh Muslim University. And he has also said that the time capsule which has been buried with modern methods of preservation of the documents, so that the documents would be preserved for another 100 years or a century. And the information in the time capsule is the historic information, and this time capsule has been built with high tempered steel so that it would be preserved, and it would preserve the communication, that is the historic information or the glorious historic information of Aligarh Muslim University for the future generation. And the information which is in the time capsule, which is built with high tempered steel, includes a copy of Sir Syed album, essays and speeches relating to the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College Aligarh from 1875 to 1919, and these essays and speeches have been compiled by Nawab Mohsin ul Mulk. And it would also include the history of Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College Aligarh, which is by Theodore Morrison. And also the information in the time capsule of 1.5 ton which is buried also includes the speech of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, which he has delivered on the centenary celebrations of Aligarh Muslim University on December 22nd, 2020. And the Vice Chancellor of Aligarh Muslim University has also informed that there is a committee which has been constituted now, so that this committee which will be constituted will look into excavating a capsule. Please do understand here, a capsule now has been buried on January 26, 2021, about the information of the glorious information of Aligarh Muslim University. This is one side. And the other side is that there is a committee which has been constituted to excavate a capsule. One capsule has been buried on January 26, 2021, and a committee is now constituted to excavate a capsule which was buried on January 8, 1877. Focus on this because this is part of history for UPSC perspective from prelims and conceptual understanding for the mains examination. And this was buried on January 8, 1877 by Lord Lytton, the then Viceroy and Governor General of India. And he, or else the Lord Lytton, the then Viceroy and the Governor General of India, buried the capsule during the foundation stone ceremony in the year 1877. That is on January 8th. That is the foundation stone ceremony of the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College, Aligarh. Now it is known as Aligarh Muslim University. So we are focused the information about, or we have looked at what has been buried on January 8, 1877 and what is buried, that is the time capsule, a capsule which is buried on January 26, 2021. So this is part of history which you need to focus for UPSC prelims as well as mains examination. So this is the capsule of 1.5 ton which is built by high tempered steel. And the another news is about Dhanipur Mosque project. So this is a keyword which you need to focus, that the Dhanipur Mosque project has been formally launched in Uttar Pradesh by unfurling the tricolor and by tree plantation drive in an area that is 5-acre plot in a village called as Dhanipur village, and that is why this project is called as Dhanipur Mosque project. And this Dhanipur village is a village wherein river Gagra flows close to the Dhanipur village, and this 5-acre plot was allotted by Uttar Pradesh government on the advice or directions by the Supreme Court in the verdict of Babri Masjid Ram Janmabhoomi title suit. So this is a key phrase, that the Dhanipur Mosque project, which is a 5-acre plot in Dhanipur village, is allotted by Uttar Pradesh government on the advice or direction of the Supreme Court in the verdict of Babri Masjid Ram Janmabhoomi title suit. And the members of the Indo-Islamic Cultural Foundation are the one who are overseeing the construction of the Dhanipur Mosque project, and they have assembled in the 5-acre plot in Dhanipur village. They have unfurled the tricolor and the tree plantation drive has taken up, and by planting the sapling of tamarind. So tamarind saplings have been planted during the launch of Dhanipur Mosque project. So here the sapling which has taken into consideration or considered is tamarind. And the organizers of the Indo-Islamic Cultural Foundation are awaiting for 12A and 80G clearance from the income tax and permission of opening up Foreign Contribution Regulation Act account and the green signal or the nod for the construction of the plan by the local development authorities. So the organizers are awaiting the clearance from income tax, permission to open an account, that is Foreign Contributions Regulation Act account, and the nod for the construction of the Dhanipur Mosque from the local development authorities. And the Dhanipur Mosque project comprises 3 parts, that is a mosque which would be based on the modern design, Along with the mosque, it would have a multi-speciality hospital and a community kitchen. And along with that, there would also be a research center, that is Indo-Islamic Cultural Research Center. So there could be a probable question for the prelims that which among the following are incorrect in regards to the Dhanipur mosque project. So mosque based on modern design, it would also consist a multi-speciality hospital, community kitchen, and Indo-Islamic Cultural Research Center. So this is part of the history and also polity, wherein the Supreme Court has advised the UP government to make sure that it would allocate 5-acre plot to the Dhanipur mosque project for the Indo-Islamic Cultural Foundation in the Babri Masjid Ram Janmabhoomi title suit. And we will also focus that Gagra river flows along the Dhanipur village. So we would also focus this not only from history, polity, but also from the geography map based, because we would be emphasizing the Gagra river, where it is, and then Gantak river, and then river Son, and the Saptakoshi river, Kosi river. You have also in between Saptakoshi and Kosi, you have the Kosi barrage, and Narayani river, which is also in Nepal, and all these are, or else the Gagra river and Gantak river, tributaries of river Ganga, Son river also. So taking into consideration of the geography map based, the tributaries of Ganga, you can consider this, or you can analyze this, link it with the geography map based. So we have linked this from history because of centenary of the project which has now been taken up, and from polity perspective, the Supreme Court verdict, and the river Ghagra, which is again from the geography map based questions. And there is another news in regards to the reforms which are the need of the urgent reforms of the United Nations Security Council, and inclusive reforms are must for the United Nations Security Council, so that now the Security Council should be effective in addressing the complex issues. And India has said that the United Nations Security Council, which is the powerful organ of the world body, is unable to act effectively to address the issues which are complex, such as international peace and security, because United Nations security lacked inclusivity, and because it lacked inclusivity, it is unable to act effectively. And therefore the countries like India, Brazil, Japan and Germany are pressing for the urgent reforms of the United Nations Security Council, and they are also wanting to be part of the permanent member, or to have a permanent seat in the 15-member UNSC permanent member of the top organ of the world body. And it has been almost 13 years that IGN has started, that is intergovernmental negotiations have started, but still United Nations Security Council is unable to act effectively, especially on the issues such as international peace and security. That is why India, Brazil, Japan and Germany are pressing for urgent reforms of the United Nations Security Council. And India's permanent representative to UN, that is T.S. Tirumurthy, has focused on the need of urgent reforms of the United Nations Security Council. And this would be part of the international relations, again in regards to the UNO, again pertaining to United Nations Security Council. And the another news is in regards to the data privacy. Here, the data privacy, which is a study conducted by Competition Commission of India, has said that the data privacy can now take a new form, that is in the form of non-price competition. So here the keywords are data privacy and non-price competition, and this is the study by Competition Commission of India, which says that the data privacy now gradually it will take a new form, that is non-price competition. And it also says that abuse of dominance can lower the privacy protection, and the ambit of antitrust is because of the low privacy standards. And because of the low privacy standards and low privacy protection, abuse of dominance, ambit of antitrust, there is lack of consumer welfare. There is lack of consumer welfare because of abuse of dominance, ambit of antitrust, and this can lower privacy protection, can lower privacy standards, and it implies lack of consumer welfare. Look at it, how the data is linked, or data privacy is linked to consumer welfare. This is the linking you have to focus as civil servant aspirant. Data privacy linked to the consumer welfare, and how data privacy is now taking the form of non-price competition, and that would impact the consumer welfare. And the study conducted by the Competition Commission of India observes that there are non-price factors, because it says that the data privacy can now take the form of non-price competition. So when the data privacy can take the form of non-price competition, there are non-price factors such as quality of service, data speeds, and bundled offerings. And these are the non-price factors which are likely to be the new drivers of competitive rivalry. So the key phrase here is the new drivers of competitive rivalries is none other than the non-price factors, and the non-price factors are quality of service, data speeds, and bundled offerings. And this non-price factors, which would be a new or drivers of competitive rivalry between service providers in telecom sectors, would be in addition to the just price. So this is the crucial information that you need to look at it. And the study conducted by the Competition Commission of India has also noted that an aspect of data, that is in regards to the digital communication market, or in context of competition in digital communication market, is also a conflict between allowing access and protecting consumer privacy. Look at it, there are various keywords in the study conducted by the Competition Commission of India in regards to having a link forward that the data privacy can take a new form in the form of non-price competition. So here it also noted, that is CCI also noted, that the data, especially in the competition of digital communication market, is a conflict that it is allowed access, that is the data or the digital communication market, in that the data is allowed access and the protecting consumer privacy is a conflict. So here it is access of data versus data privacy or protecting data protection. Here please do understand, access of data access versus data protection. Now this would be in the competition, especially in the digital communication market. And the Competition Commission of India has also noted that consumers ranked network coverage. So there is another coverage which is called, along with you have the digital communication market, along with that there is another network called as consumers ranked network coverage, which is at the top. And what constitutes the consumer ranked network coverage, which is been emphasized by the Competition Commission of India, is customer service, tariff packaging, and lower tariffs are the main important factors for the preference of particular network in the telecom sector. So here the data privacy can take a form of non-price competition gradually, especially in the telecom sector, that is consumer ranked network coverage. And also it is very difficult to have, or there would be a conflict between data access versus data protection in the digital communication market. So we have various keywords here, and this is part of information and technology, which is part of prelims as well as mains examination. Because this is a study conducted by the Competition Commission of India. And here the keyword is data privacy, non-price protection, consumer welfare, abuse of dominance, lower privacy protection, low privacy standard, ambit of antitrust, non-price factors, which are the new drivers of competitive rivalry in the telecom sectors, and digital communication market, consumer ranked network coverage. And these are all the keywords which you need to emphasize while you are preparing for prelims and also for the mains examination. And there is another projection made by International Monetary Fund in regards to the India's growth. So India is set to grow to 11.5% in the year 2021, and India is the only major economy to register double-digit growth in the year 2021 amidst the COVID-19 pandemic situation, wherein country or India or the globe has experienced in the year 2020. And the IMF growth projection for India is reflected to rebound in the economy, because as it says, it is the only major economy which would register a double digit growth, and it is estimated to be contracted because it would grow up to 11.5% in the year 2021. But if you look at the growth of India in the year 2020, it was minus 8%. So from minus 8% in 2020, it has grown to double digit of 11.5% to or in the year 2021. So this is the growth which has been projected by the International Monetary Fund in regards to the India's growth rate, while China is with 8.1% contraction or growth in the year 2021, and Spain will have 5.9% growth, with France 5.5%. So here the growth of India is top with 11.5% in 2021, China with 8.1%, Spain 5.9%, France 5.5%. And IMF has also said that when you compare in the year 2020, China is the only major country which has registered a positive growth rate of 2.3%. So if you look at in the year 2020, India was minus 8%, but China was with 2.3 plus. 2.3 percentage. And IMF has also said that India's economy is projected to grow 6.8 percentage in 2021. So if you look at 2020, 2021, 2022, so 2020 India was minus 8 percentage, 2021 11.5 percentage, and 2022 6.8 percentage. So this is the growth rate of India projected by IMF. And in the year, again in the year 2022, China will be of 5.6 percentage. So if you look at in the year 2020, China was 2.3 plus 2021 it is with 8 percentage, 2021 or 2022 it would be with 5.6 percentage. So look at it, even though China had a positive growth in the year 2020 amidst the COVID-19 pandemic situation, but still if you look at in the year 2022, India will register its growth with 6.8 percentage positively and China with 5.6 percentage. And this is the projection by the International Monetary Fund. And the IMF chief economist Geeta Gopinath has said that India had a faster pace of recovery, but the cumulative growth, India's growth at the end of 2022 is 6.8 percentage, but it is expected to be below 9 percentage, which India has experienced the growth rate pre-pandemic growth or pre-COVID-19 pandemic situation. India had 9 percentage pre, but if you look at in the or else post in 2020, 2021, 2022 also if you look at, it will be 6.8 percentage, but this 6.8 percentage is far below than the 9 percentage which India had the growth rate in or pre-pandemic. So this is how the analysis had to be done in regards to the growth rate of India, which the IMF has projected comparing with India and China, so that now this we are focusing in regards to the world economy, both Indian economy linking it with the world economy by the projections made by the International Monetary Fund. And now we will focus at the recapitulating of the DNA. Here we have looked at the Diamond Jubilee of the Bangladesh Liberation War 1971 and 50 years of establishments of events between India and Bangladesh, which is part of the international relations or the bilateral relations between India and Bangladesh. And this is in regards to the, we have focused from history perspective about the Aligarh Muslim University has gone ahead with the time capsule, which has buried, and it is now constituting a committee to excavate a capsule. So part of history from prelims perspective. And this again, this is in regards to the Dhanipur Mosque project, which is again part of the Supreme Court verdicts, wherein 5-acre plot, the Dhanipur Mosque project we are focused. And also in regards to the geography map based, also the river, the Dhanipur village is on the flows besides river Ganga. And inclusive reforms, this is the need of what India, Brazil, Japan and Germany are wanting UNSC to be more inclusively reformed. And data privacy we are focused, this would be part of the information technology, data privacy, and linking it with how it can take a new form of non-price competition. And as per the IMF, we have looked at Indian economy of growth rate linking it with the world economy. So we are focused from prelims as well as mains perspective, and then we have focused at length in regards to the macro and micro level. So I would say a very big thank you to all. Good luck. Do maintain consistency, stick to your schedule, and take care of your physical health and mental health. And do not forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe the AKS IAS Academy English YouTube channel, and also have access to the website and Telegram link of AKS, that is Advanced Knowledge System. And then see you tomorrow with the daily news analysis. Till then, thank you, goodbye, take care.